From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
12. Ready. You ready?
Shotgun now for Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, easy. 12. 21. Ready,
on 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is Central Florida's Traquan Smith, his first NFL catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Easy.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You got 4 down. Get set. Good. 5-4, ready.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's had great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago, then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And
he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first down throw for Winston. And incomplete to open things up. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to sling this deep down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out. And last year, they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons. Well, they got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5. Won a wild card game, and then we all know the story. Heartbreak in Minneapolis.
But it's one that won't break this team, I don't believe. I think it's actually something that they can use as fodder for the season, as something to build upon. And when you think of New Orleans, you naturally think of offense. You think of Drew Brees. You think of Alvin Kamara last year as a rookie, making the big plays. Mark Ingram running the football, throwing it to Mike Thomas out wide. But the key to this team continuing to get better remains on defense. And I think it was shown in the draft when they made the big move and drafted Marcus Davenport out of UTSA to rush the passer. They know they've got to win their division, which means slowing down some high-powered offenses in Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Atlanta.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
21. Over. Ready. You ready? 11, 11, 11.
On 1st down, Brees. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brees hands to Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brees gives it up to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Saints on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
5-8, 5-8.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And King's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there and a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill!
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Saints on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3.
21.
Here's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's go! It's time to play!
They'll go again to Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play fake. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Well, these Buccaneers coming off a 4-game drop-off from a year ago, 9-7 in Dirk Cutter's first season to 5-11 last year. It's now 10 straight seasons without a playoff appearance. And, in fact, they have not won a playoff game, Charles, since winning Super Bowl 37.
And in order for them to get back to the playoffs, they've got to go through their division, which is awfully tough and high-powered on offense. Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina. So the Buccaneers made the investment. Jason Pierre-Paul from the Giants on the defensive side of the ball. Also picked up Bo Allen and Vinnie Curry from the Philadelphia Eagles. So the defensive front taken care of. They also picked up Vita Vea, a massive defensive tackle from Washington in the first round of the draft. Then they picked up a couple of corners. They know that on the defensive side of the ball, that's where they have to make their biggest game to chase down their division rivals.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 1st and 10, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, Winston. Evans has it left side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go.
A give to Jones. And it's the first NFL touchdown of the young career of Ronald Jones, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for top. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah,
they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Winston now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Winston again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Get set, get set. Push formation, push formation. Come on, come on.
On second down, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, easy. Get set. Hey, easy. 13. 21, 21, 21.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Able to push his way through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Completes this one to Meredith. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Here we go, hey, hey. 4 down.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Hey, let's get a conversion. It's time to play. Hey. Watch for the bounce out.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Now he's forced out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what his name is?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Winston now. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Good set.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ingram again. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to look deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 50 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. A first down throw for Winston. And he fires one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? Black 22.
A second down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 42 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play fake. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Running right through him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I'm without speech. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Sammy!
On 3rd down, that's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Here's Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ready!
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Here we go.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Breeze now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
On play action, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one goes for 36 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Saints, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.